I'm all stuffy today. Been stuffy the past couple days. Unfortunately, I think it's also one of those where I've just been recording for like 6 to 8 hours a day. So I'm running a little raw. Part of the reason why I'm looking forward to moving. That way, I guess I get kind of a payoff for all of this. I did make it to my house. I made it in bed, go to sleep, right before I passed out. Good timing. I don't know if they have a American release date yet. They might. I don't know. Okay, so what do we want to do? We've got the bronze pipes. We've got these planks. We've got the marble planks. And we've got some iron. Oh, boy. I might want another one of those. Yeah, we didn't find as many artifacts. We're finding a lot of useful junk, but less artifacts. Okay, so 2 civil cutters. So we want rocks. Not junk. Materials, there we go. Alright, that's an easy one. Let's see. If the person that asked me for advice on how to avoid bottlenecks is still around, easiest way I can tell you, straight up have as many raw resources in your inventory and then being processed at the same time. So, like, I have loads of iron, loads of copper, loads of whatever, and having as many of those on hand as possible has made it much easier to just complete those commissions as opposed to doing things like piecemeal, one at a time. Okay, old man who loves to play a game of Cross 5 in the park, but here lies the problem. There's no tables in the park. I have to play it on the ground, so I've decided to make my own. Contacted many other workshops to commission a stone table and 2 stone seats, but they all saw it as too small a commission to take. You're my only hope. Well, that's an easy one. I mean, do you want a dining table and some better chairs? No? Alright. Old man, I've got your chairs for you. Let's see, is this full release and is there multiplayer or something? Sadly, there's no multiplayer and I wouldn't bet on there being multiplayer, unfortunately. Oh, I should have upgraded my tools before this. Anyway, here you go, Isaac.
Excellent work. I'm impressed. Now I just wait for it to be set up and we can have a game of Cross 5 or 2.
Also wonder 13 fish as a heads up. What? "13 fish? Up, Antoine. That was fast. Such an efficient builder. My flambeau... What is going on here? Our workshop is the most professional. It's just a fact. Oh, my workshop rating needs to be higher. I got it. Alright, so I can't take any more commissions. That's fine. Okay, so 13 Emperor Fish and you get 2 rewards. Yeah, but we need the museum first before we can do anything of the sort. Okay, let's go check sale prices. $115%. I'm gonna call that close enough. Anything more is just gonna be like an extra 10% bonus. And I'd hate to lose this. I guess what we could do is actually just go to bed and wake up and... No. Okay, let's grab our fish. And let's go offload. Because I've got a hankering for some economy and I need to sell. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got these things I could get rid of. I should have actually bought those upgrade kits on another day, but whatever. Let's see, we don't really want to sell much of anything. Just the fish. Also, while we're here, we wanna get tools. Iron pickaxe. Because if I'm gonna be out, let's see. If I'm gonna be out mining and chopping trees, we might as well have the best. Also, is it just me or did this tool get a lot larger? I feel like it did. Okay, let's see. Wonder when you do Kingdom New Lands on stream. Well, it's 2 crowns, but we actually haven't filmed it in a while, largely because, it's been kinda busted. Oh, is she out of money? She's out of money. Okay, well, one way or another, I'm loaded now. I don't really want to go out and spend boatloads of money, but we want to buy 2 of these at the very least. Oh, while we're here, we might as well sell the book. Can I sell him the fish? He buys fish, apparently. Works for me. Okay, so he also sells copper for a relatively reasonable price. But yeah, so we're waiting for Kingdom New Lands to... Not New Lands, 2 crowns to get updated before we stream it again. Because currently we straight up can't even play the game. Kinda sucks.
Hi, did you discover something new?
Data disks.
That should be enough data disks. Still, if you want to expedite our research, you can submit more data disks. The more data, the faster we work.
Nope.
The data corruption on these disks are minimal.
Bye. Okay. So we already did her quest. And I'm assuming there's nothing new here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let me see. Speaking of YouTube, when do I think the Zelda randomizer will hit? Probably this weekend. Saturday, maybe? The problem is I have too many new games that are coming out, and I don't want to put out, like, 5 episode 1s on a given day. You know, currently I've been doing, like, 2. And, like, generally I prefer to spread it out a lot more than I do. Oh. Oh, she has even better clothing now. Can we... From the clothing store or the sewage plant ruins? Okay, so... It doesn't look like we can actually make casual clothes. I thought we could buy them. Yeah, it looks like you can only buy them from the store. That's unfortunate. Now... So what's the markup? 150. We're not going anywhere yet anyway. I was really hoping I'd actually be able to make those myself, but I guess I'm a carpenter more than anything else. And yes, this way I can now upgrade my... Oh, shoot. I still have some fish in my inventory. I must sell! Hello, round table. And yeah, we'll go fishing later. I want to go get that new, I want to go get that new fishing rod before I do a whole lot of Goliath fishing. And then, actually, no, I want to go to the desert before I really get into fishing. Well, let's go mining for the rest of the day. I don't think we had anything else on the map, right? Just missions. Cave on Amber Island. Also, it looks like there's a quest over here? But that might be the Cave on Amber Island quest. I'll work on that a little bit. I mainly want to have the, like, several of the DDs, prepared. Because, yeah, if I can actually just, oh, temporary store has iron. Iron is pretty cheap, though. But we can probably find a vein somewhere. It's all magnesium. Come on, there's gotta be... This is a nice big vein of iron. I was hoping I could get some copper while I was in here too, but I guess we'll just have to source it from elsewhere. Because, yeah, effectively what I want to do is just alternate weeks between this mine and the other mine. and effectively just load up on as many resources as I can possibly get my hands on. Without having to, like, double dip on both. It is also nice that I can get copper from the stones outside of... I can get copper from the stones just outside of my house. It's not as much as if I, say, came in here, but it's enough. Let's see. But yeah, the other... So, I was talking about, I know Shell is like, don't talk about this, you don't have the place yet, but, like, there's the very real possibility we're gonna be moving within the month, and so I'm trying to balance my content out, because if it does turn out that I'm going to be moving in, like, 3 weeks, the fact that I don't know is honestly kind of worrying, but whatever. But if it turns out that we're going to be, like, moving to a completely different state in, you know, a matter of, you know, a very short period of time, I want to make sure that I have everything paced out. So yeah, if I'm going to be skedoodling, say the Link to the Past randomizer run, I'll probably film the rest of it, but potentially, you know, push that back so that when I'm in a car, you know, can't film anything, or, you know, out couch shopping, that's when those series will go up. Because games like Portia, it released yesterday, 1.0. Yesterday or the day before? I've kind of forgotten. I think it was on the 15th. But there's kind of this, like, feeling of urgency with a new game. Whereas something like a Link to the Past randomizer or my Axiom Verge series, you know, those can kind of go up whenever, and it's not, like, that big of a deal. And so, it's this weird balancing act, at least for a little while. Once I'm all moved and, like, set up and everything like that, I can have, like, a much more reasonable, regular schedule. And can actually think about maybe, like, chilling a little bit more. What is this? Oh, power lamp. Okay. I really want that couch. Soon. Let's see, will you be doing more modded Hollow Knight on stream? Yeah. Again, with the whole moving thing and the new games, I'm just trying to finish, everything else on my plate that came out over the past couple days. And it is nice, like, some of them just rule themselves out by existing. Like, I really wanted to play Desolate. It's a horror survival sandbox RPG with, like, an actual story. However, it straight up doesn't get higher than 25 FPS on my computer, so I'm like, alright, that's an easy one. I'll just come back to that later when I have, like, some willing participants that want to do multiplayer with me. Oh, we're out of stamina. Nice. Is the Axiom Verge stuff still available as VODs? Nope. That fell off months ago. So that's a YouTube-only thing at some point. It will only be time at Portia today. No. Now, we're probably going to do this for another two hours, and then I'll switch over to... It's a new game called She and the Light Bearer. I didn't even know about it until earlier today. I was on Reddit, and they were like, you know, we're releasing our game on Steam, you know, in a couple of hours. We're so excited. And I was like, I've never heard of this game before. Which I feel guilty about because it's gorgeous looking, and it's like, yeah, this looks like the kind of thing I'd absolutely love to do a series on. Okay, so we want to make a Skyver. We should have enough bits for it. Actually, it looks like I've already got the bits in my inventory, which is good. Oh, while we're here... no. While we're here... let's get some extra space. Okay, that really is not nearly as much space as I was looking for. Would you ever go back to Space Engineers? Probably if I had somebody else to play with. You know, maybe I'll do that as a community server thing. I know Gemroth was talking about Empyrean on my public server, and I should probably get that set up, honestly. we'll want to move that back as well. Okay, gather that. Guess let's just start shuffling these things out, and we'll go back to the, what is it? The architecture place, and actually move my crafting bench so it's in a not crap location. It's not terrible, but it's not pretty. I think I'll actually put this on the back of it. Just so we have a little bit more space. I'll probably... I don't know how I'm going to reorganize this. We'll figure it out how it goes along. But yeah, I'm not terribly interested in Space Engineers on its own. It's a fun... No, we don't want to refuel. Actually, we do want to refuel. It's a fun enough game, but it's also, like... very slow. Nope. Bonds pipes. Alright, we've got our skiver. I love this song. I love this game. Okay, so now we can make fiber cloth, rope, quality leather, leather, fur, cloth, waterproof cloth, and delicate fur. Okay, cool. So what do we need to make a, need to make a DD? Because, yeah, if I could actually just make all of the DDs at once, that'd be kind of great. So, sand, glass, fiber cloth, tires. Small engines, I think we have a number of those. We need, like, 3 rubber tires. Well, that's easy first. Yeah, because I effectively want to just have a bunch of these prepared. Okay, so this is materials. We've got plenty of glass. We might need some more fiber. That's one thing I'm kind of low on. Yeah, fiber cloth. Actually, you know what? You can make fiber cloth out of horn fur and plant fiber. Well, that's easy. Okay, and copper bars. We might be pretty low on those. We've got an amount. Let's see, and what about the Russian space game? When does that fully release? That is not going to be for a while. Like, that game is going full Subnautica, honestly. Single seats. So we need 2 single seats. What do we need for a single seat? Leather. So we'll probably want another skiver at some point. Otherwise, I could actually go see if I can buy leather from somewhere. I should probably also look into making some of these, because some of these actually sell for, like, a decent chunk of money. Like, we could probably sit down and do the math, and figure out if any of these are actually worth enough that I could just buy the resources, process it, and just resell it. That'd be a bit tougher, though. Let's see. But the Russian space game that you're thinking of is called Breath Edge, I believe. Okay, so you're going to be done in 14 hours. Ouch. Well, whatever. I don't think there's anything else for me to immediately work on here. I guess let's refuel these. And then probably also queue up some more fiber... Not fiberglass, some more copper bars. Yeah, we can't make that many, but we can go get more. Let's see, same thing with glass. I've still got 1,000 wood lying around, so that's not a big deal. See, is Breath Edge the one with the immortal chicken? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I also leveled up here. So, whoa, damage increases by... That is not a small amount. I thought that was originally only going to go up by like 5%, but no, that's considerable. But yeah, I'd actually like to just play Breath Edge again at some point. Because I played it, and I think I was a little bit too analytical. And I think I'd like to play it again, knowing what I know. Maybe. The problem is the, like... I think once they add base building, or maybe... either base building or, I don't know, a couple of different things would probably make a massive difference on that. Okay, so we've got plenty of copper bars. Let's keep these going. Let's see. And we're gonna need leather. Well, I guess... Oh, you know what? Can I build an iron sword? What do I need for an iron sword? One more iron bar. We could go buy some. Okay, well, let's go mine out the rocks over here, grab some copper. Let's see, wonder... What is actually the oldest game you started recording, never finished, want to continue? Ooh, that's a toughie. Let's roll back the list. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is one. That was like 2 years ago. I really like the idea of Dragon's Dogma. It is a long game and kind of murky. I think I might play a spellcaster instead, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. The problem is the concept of throwing people is super attractive. But that's one of the big ones that I'd like to go back to. Jeez. What else? There's a number of RPGs that I'd love to finish. Most of them are kind of recent, though. Octopath, Lost Sphere, maybe probably Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, just because, you know, there's a sequel coming at some point. But yeah, I'd love to do another Dragon's Dogma series and actually, like, reach some kind of conclusion with it. I just know it's a long game, and I just haven't had the time to sit down. Go Magic Bowman. Is Magic Bowman that good? I know nothing about it. I think I was going generic melee because it was kind of fun. But no, that was just one of those games where, at the time, the live audience was not at all interested in watching. And to some degree, I use that as kind of a metric of, like, well, should I keep going with this series? And you know, if I only get, like, I think I only had, like, 30 viewers at the time, out of, like, a standard 60, 70, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play other things for a while. Maybe come back to it at some point when I have more free time. Okay, you can throw people as any class, but can you throw them the same distance as any class? Because these are important questions I must ask. Yeah, what else have I not finished? I'd actually like to play the Banjo-Kazooie games. We started, like, our first series ever was Banjo-Tooie, and I never finished it. That is definitely one of those that I'd like to go back to and actually, you know, wrap up as a full series. Just never had the time. So you can shoot multiple arrows at one time, as well as rain down meteorite-style strikes as a magic bowman. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. Well, it was... I think it did decently well on the, like, poll. Unfortunately, Link to the Past and I want to say Bayonetta beat it out. And those are both series that I'd like, well, obviously the Link to the Past randomizer isn't even that long. But I'd like to play through the Bayonetta games. They're not that long from what I remember. And we've got Bayonetta 3 coming out at some point. What about Vampire the Masquerade? I've never actually played it. I own them. I made sure to buy them, I think, last year, because a lot of people keep asking about it. What about The Adventures of Lofi? That also ended kind of abrupt. I would have to probably start that one over. The reasons why The Adventures of Lofi stopped is because one of the mods started, like, breaking in a really bad way, and I pretty much couldn't go back to it. It's also kind of one of those where, like, I am just kind of tired of Bethesda. So if I can make a lizard man in the outer worlds, Lofi will continue, and I'll try and roleplay him as Lofi-ish as possible. Or someday, yeah, I'll just go back and play Skyrim and do Adventures of Lofi. And what happened with Kingdom Hearts? Time. That series is just too long for me. With all of the other games that I have, you would have thought with how long it took them to finish Kingdom Hearts 3, I would have had enough time to actually sit down and do a full series on every Kingdom Hearts game. But they're just so long, and some of them are so much of a slog. And, like, if I wasn't moving potentially this in the next month or so, I'd actually be spending every night recording more of it, but it's like... I'm torn between playing Kingdom Hearts 3 just straight, and just be like, I'll finish the rest of them later, and we can go back through and talk about what happened in 3 and stuff like that. Or, yeah, Dragon Quest XI's another one of those time. There's not a JRPG, there's an RPG that comes out today called Y2K, a postmodern RPG. And I want to play it, but I don't think I'm going to, just because, like, I can't finish things. Yeah, where am I moving to? Portland area, probably. I mean, obviously, haven't signed a lease yet, nothing's set in stone, don't listen to me. For a while I was, maybe gonna move to south of Seattle. I guess I still probably am with this setup, just slightly different. But... like, I've been wanting to move out of here for a while. We need more space. Currently, we just live in a one-bedroom apartment, which is fine, but, like, our neighbors are kind of loud. And the facility across the way, which has gotten better, was really loud. And I don't have enough space to, I don't have enough space to, like, put a couch, get a bigger TV, a VR setup, stuff like that. But, I don't know. Anyway, we found something useful. Mail it to you in 4 days. There we go. The Y2K is super weird. I mean, it looked interesting. It looked like the sort of thing that I could get into, but time. Okay, so we want to find its junk. Relics, I think that's good. Okay, and wow, iron bars go slowly. Okay, so let's make the iron sword. Because that way we can skip the bronze sword. The enhanced bronze sword seems like it would do a lot of damage, but we'll leave that for later. And we need one more iron bar to get that. What do we need for this? A manganese steel bar. Well, do we have enough resources? Did we get enough fiber cloth? I'd probably put it all away. I guess let's start by making leather. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get more leather. Okay, so now all we need are just those single seats. We need more leather, so I gotta go get fur. I gotta figure out where to get fur from. Okay, so we want to put in... these are materials. So, honestly, we can actually just dump all of these into the materials chest. Put that there. Oh, there's our next iron bar. Perfect. Because that should let me make the iron axe. Clear my inventory out. Good. Alright, let's put a second washing machine in my house. Yeah, so what soundtrack is this? That was the Crazy Raven from Wandersong. I like to listen to that soundtrack a lot. It will always be one of my favorites. Let's see, so what do we do next? I mean, honestly, I guess I could eat some food, go fight some stuff, or I could just go to bed and go fight some stuff. When is the, what's our calendar look like? Okay, so we've got 2 days left before we run out of mining. I'm probably just gonna keep pumping it into just raw damage here for a little while. So our crit chance is only 15%. Ranged crit damage? I forgot there are ranged weapons in this game. Okay. But yeah, so one of my goals over this next year is actually to finish some things. It's just hard until I've, like, sat down and well, had the time, I guess.